Recording.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I will be teaching you how to take a structured task and help an autistic student reach his academic reading and language arts goal. The CDC states that 1 in every 110 students are affected by autism. 1 in 70 of these children are boys. This is a staggering increase of 57% since the year 2002 to 2006. An increase of 600% in the last 20 years. Students who have autism do not learn like the average or the neurotypical student because of delays in their receptive and expressive communication. Students with autism often learn through various structured tasks. That being the case, teaching a student who has autism to learn the concepts of past and present may be or must be taught through a structured task. Research shows that students with special needs learn best with structure. They require a lot of movement and sensory input while processing and learning new information. The use of structured tasks are organized and systematic, and it helps the student to be a successful learner and to also reach his academic goals, and to also help him develop his communicative skills. My research has been hands-on. I am currently working in a classroom of 5 junior high students who have autism. The class that I work in is called a SILK class, Structured Integrated Learning Classroom. Prior to this, I worked for a total of 6 years on the elementary level, working with children from the ages of 3 to 11. I have first-hand knowledge that structured tasks work and that they will, if developed correctly, help a student with autism reach his academic goals and be successful in his learning. Neurotypical students or average students need structure also. But for the autistic student, it is more of a need. It is expressed more for them in order for them to be successful. Autistic students are developmentally delayed. They are developmentally delayed in basic human interaction, expressions of their feelings, communications with others, and their social relationships. Also, cognitively, they are delayed in selective attention, concrete processing, and what we call rote memory. Their social interaction skills and their social emotional skills they vary from child to child. Autistic children, autistic students rather, have language and communication delays. Some may never speak, and others may develop what is known as a spontaneous language. The lack of expressive and receptive communication hinders their ability to learn as the neurotypical student. Structured tasks are used to teach academic concepts. A structured task is a visual aid that teaches the student on his or her academic level. This task is built according to the student's strength and his IEPs, individual education plan, also known as the IEPs. The task is structured step by step in a manner that the child will have a clear and concise understanding of what they are to do. In other words, the task is set up so the child can be successful. There are 3 key elements when developing a task: that it must have visual instructions, it must be organized, and that there must be a level of clarity for each student. Now, let's take a general ed academic goal requirement and structure it for an autistic student. This particular task that we're going to build, or that is presented before you, is developed to help a severely autistic child learn the concept of past and present. This task is organized also to help the child also learn his reading level, to teach them to read from left to right. By having the student place the CD into the CD case, you are teaching also a fine motor skill, well as a pre-vocational skill. The purpose of the finished location, as you will notice in each box, is to signal the child that his work is complete, that the job or the task is done. In some students, the level of finish may not need as much structure. In other students, the finish box or the job must completely disappear. As you see, the job is set up for the child to work from left to right. The child will pick up the CD. We sit in chairs and will find the appropriate CD case with the tense, present tense. They will match the CD or the sentence to the tense, and the job is finish, placing it into the finish box. For some students, as I mentioned earlier, their finish has to be completely gone. So when the child completes matching the sentence with the correct tense, his finish or her finish has to be completely gone in order for them to have the visual concept of finish, which means that it will be completely disappeared, and they will complete this task, this job, until all of the CDs are gone. Today I demonstrated how to set up a structured task and how and why it is important to set them up. Just like the average student, autistic students may vary in their learning styles, but the emphasis on structure is the key for an autistic student to achieve success. Thank you